Okay, so is it visible, this PDF?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so effect of temperature on resistance. So you can see in the graph, in positive temperature, we are getting the linear relationship between resistance and temperature. When we raise the temperature, resistance also increases. Okay, so this is suppose we are taking the pure metal, copper or aluminum material. So they have positive temperature coefficient of resistance. Why it is called positive temperature coefficient of resistance? Because when we raise the temperature, resistance also increases. So that's why pure metals have positive temperature coefficient of resistance. So we'll see in detail what is this temperature coefficient of resistance. Okay. But when we extend this graph in backward in negative temperature, okay, so here the value is written minus 234.5 degrees Celsius. So theoretically it should be 0 at this temperature, but practically you can say uh, the curve that departs from the straight line. Okay, so we are getting the non-linear in terms of practically, but theoretically it should be 0 at negative temperature. Okay. Generally, pure metals have positive temperature coefficient of resistance. Means when we rise the temperature, resistance also increases. Okay. So this is the graph of rising temperature with increase in resistance. Okay, or effect of temperature on resistance. So that we will see in temperature coefficient of resistance. So we will have three types of temperature coefficient of resistance according to the material: positive temperature coefficient of resistance, negative temperature coefficient of resistance, and coefficient zero temperature coefficient of resistance. So we'll see how these coefficients can be defined by studying this by deriving the equation of temperature. So temperature coefficient of resistance is nothing but the change in the resistance of material with change in temperature. Okay. So we'll see the effect of temperature on the resistance. So by this temperature coefficient of resistance. Okay. So this is nothing but the change in the resistance of material with change in temperature. Okay. So this temperature coefficient of resistance that is denoted by alpha. So we'll be having different alpha 0, alpha t. So alpha 0 means at 0 degree temperature, alpha t means t-degree temperature, alpha t1 degree temperature, then alpha t2 at t2 degree temperature. Okay, so we'll see this relationship. So now we are assuming let R0 resistance of the conductor at 0 degree Celsius. RT is equal to resistance of the conductor at T degree Celsius. So, okay, we are taking two resistors at different temperature, R0 and RT. Now, it has been found that in normal range of temperature, the increase in resistance, so the increase in resistance that is taken by delta R is equal to RT minus R0. So, here resistance is increasing at normal temperature from 0 to T. So, we can write RT minus R0. So, that is given by delta R. So, this delta R equal to RT minus R0 depends on the three condition: directly on its initial resistance, so that is your R0, directly on rise in temperature, so rise on temperature means from 0 to T, and on the nature of the material of the conductor. So this delta R is equal to RT minus R0, that depends on these three conditions. So we are correlating these conditions. So combining these 1 and 2 conditions, we are getting, we have already RT minus R0 that is proportional to the, it depends on the first second condition we are combining. So initial resistance, that is R0, and directly on rise in temperature. So rise in temperature means we are increasing the temperature 0 to T. So it can be written as T minus 0. Okay. So combining 1 and 2, RT minus R0 proportional to the R0 in bracket T minus 0. Now RT minus R0 proportional to the R0 into T. Okay. So, or we can write RT minus R0 is equal to alpha R0T. Okay, so this is considered in terms of you can consider this is alpha. Okay, this alpha R0T, where alpha is your constant and it is known as temperature coefficient of resistance of the material of conductor. Okay, uh, this consider because of the nature of material of the conductor, and by combining these two conditions, we can consider this alpha is constant, that is the temperature coefficient of resistance of the material for a conductor. So the equations we got here, RT is equal to R0 1 plus alpha 0 into T. So alpha 0 is considered here at 0 degrees Celsius. Okay. So you can write any equation. You can write either RT equal to R0 1 plus alpha 0 T. Here alpha 0 is considered because of we have considered here initial resistance R0. Okay. So the rise in the temperature, so due to rise in the resistance at T degree, so it can be written as RT is equal to R0 1 plus alpha 0 T. Suppose I am cooling down uh, then I am cooling down the material or conductor. Then what will be the equation here? What can I write here? This is for the rise in temperature. Okay. Now I am cooling down. So what can I write here?
1 minus alpha naught T.
1 minus
Alpha naught
Alpha
T.
naught T.
Alpha delta T.
this is alpha. Okay. Alpha 0 into 1 minus alpha 0 into T, because when we are heating, so it can be write as T minus 0, but when we are cool down, it can be written as 0 minus T. So it can be write 1 minus alpha 0 T. Okay, so that we'll see. So alpha is equal to we are rewriting the equations or rearranging the equations. Alpha is equal to RT minus R0 divided by R0 into T. RT minus R0 is nothing but delta R. That is your change in resistance is equal to R0 into T. So from this equation, we can define the temperature coefficient of resistance. Delta R means change in resistance per or to the original resistance into change in temperature. Okay, so initially we have 0 and T, that is your change in temperature. Okay, Vatsal is joined in the group. Okay, up to this, any doubt? Anyone? What is alpha? Alpha is,
Coefficient.
yes, temperature
Temperature
coefficient of
coefficient.
resistance. Alpha is equal to delta R divided by R0 into T. Delta R means change in resistance. R0, that is your initial resistance or original resistance, and T means change in temperature. Initially we have 0 degrees Celsius. Now we are rise to the T degree. So T, that is your change in temperature. So the unit of alpha is ohm divided by ohm into degree Celsius. So ohm cancel. So that is 1 upon degree Celsius or Celsius inverse. The unit of temperature coefficient of resistance, that is Celsius inverse. Now we will see for the different alpha. I am showing. Okay, for this first alpha 0 and alpha t, then we will move to the alpha t1 and alpha t2. So the relation between alpha 0 and alpha t. So alpha 0, that is at 0 degree temperature. Alpha t, that is T degree temperature. So suppose a conductor of resistance R0 at 0 degree Celsius is heated to a temperature T degree Celsius. Now we are heating, okay, from 0 to T degree Celsius. Now its resistance at T degree Celsius is RT. So RT is equal to R0 1 plus alpha 0 T minus 0. We are heating the conductor. So the resistance at T degree Celsius is given by RT equal to R0 1 plus alpha 0 into T, where alpha 0 is temperature coefficient of resistance at 0 degree Celsius. Now suppose we have conductor of resistance RT at T degree
Hello.
Celsius. Yes.
Sir, we can't see anything.
You okay? I am sharing. Okay, screen is not visible.
No, sir.
Okay,
Sir,
wait.
it is visible.
Sir, it is
It
visible.
is
Not
visible.
visible.
Okay, wait. Now,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
now, is it
Visible.
visible? This PDF
Yes,
file?
sir.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir, visible.
Okay. So we will.
RT is equal to R01 plus alpha 0.
Yes. Relation between alpha 0, alpha T, okay, at 0 degree Celsius, T degree Celsius. So when we are heating the conductor, so R0 at 0 degree Celsius to the T degree Celsius. So we can write RT equal to R0, 1 plus alpha 0 into T. Now, when we are cooling down from T degree Celsius to the 0 degree Celsius, then R0 is equal, now your equation will change. Now we are cooling down. So here R0 is given by R0 is equal to RT 1 plus alpha T 0 minus T. So it is equal to RT 1 minus alpha T into T. Are you getting this equation?
Yes.
In first condition,
Okay.
we are heating the conductor. In second condition, we are cooling down the conductor. So our equations, this in terms of RT and R0, that that denotation will change. Okay. So here RT is equal to R0 1 plus alpha 0 T in terms of heating. In terms of cool down, R0 is equal to RT 1 minus alpha T into T. Okay. So your alpha at T degree Celsius. That's why here it is replaced by alpha into T. So alpha T, that is your temperature coefficient of resistance at T degree Celsius. Okay. Now we have equation 2, R0 is equal to RT minus RT into alpha T into T. Okay, we are just multiplying this RT into in the bracket. So we are getting R0 is equal to RT minus RT minus RT into alpha T into T. So alpha T can be written as alpha T is equal to RT minus R0 divided by RT into T. Okay, so this is our third equations. So any query up to these equations? Alpha T.
No, sir.
Okay, alpha 0. What is the equation of alpha 0? What is the equation of alpha 0?
Delta R upon R0 into T.
Yes. Alpha 0, that is your 0 degree Celsius temperature. So alpha 0 can be written as RT minus R0 divided by R0 into T. Now alpha T is equal to RT minus R0 divided by RT into T at T degree temperature. Now substituting the value of RT from equation 1 we have, so this is the equation 1, RT we have, RT is equal to R0 1 plus alpha 0 into T. So now we are substituting, so alpha T is equal to R0 1 plus alpha 0 T minus R0 divided by R0 in bracket 1 plus alpha 0 into T into T. So we are substituting RT in the equation of alpha T. Okay, so it can be written as R0 1 plus alpha 0 T minus 1. Okay, so we are taking the common term R0, so it can be written in numerator. Okay, so now in denominator R0 into T into 1 plus alpha 0 into T. Can you write this equation like this? Is it right or wrong?
Right, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right,
Okay,
sir.
good. Now
Right, sir.
we are cancelling R0. Okay, so we have this 1 cancel, 1 plus 1 minus 1. Okay, so alpha 0 into T divided by T in bracket 1 plus alpha 0 into t. Okay, so this 3t cancel. So alpha 0 divided by 1 plus alpha 0 into t. So alpha t is equal to alpha 0 divided by 1 plus alpha 0 into t. So this is the relation between alpha 0 and alpha t. Now you can derive from this equation for alpha t1 and alpha t2. Okay. So at different temperature, the temperature coefficient that is given by alpha t is equal to alpha 0 divided by 1 plus alpha 0 into t. Now we will see for alpha t1 and alpha t2. So this is already derived. So we'll take as a reference and we'll go for alpha t1 and alpha t2. So now relation between alpha t1 and alpha t2. So let alpha t1 and alpha t2 are temperature coefficient of resistance at T1 degree Celsius and T2 degree Celsius respectively. Okay. So then alpha T1 is equal to alpha 0 divided by 1 plus alpha 0 into T1. Okay. So that we already we have taken already derived the equations. Okay. And alpha T2 can be written as alpha 0 divided by 1 plus alpha 0 into T2. So from equation 5 and 6, suppose we are substituting alpha t1 from alpha t2. So 1 upon alpha t2 minus 1 upon alpha t1 is equal to 1 plus alpha 0 t2 divided by alpha 0 minus 1 plus alpha 0 into t1 divided by alpha 0. Now taking the common term alpha 0 that in denominator. So 1 plus alpha 0 t2 minus 1 minus alpha 0 t1. So this 1 cancel alpha 0 that taking common t2 minus t1 divided by alpha 0. So it is equal to t2 minus t1. So now 1 upon alpha t2 is equal to 1 upon alpha t1 plus t2 minus t1. So alpha t2 can be written as 1 upon 1 plus 1 upon 1 upon alpha t1 plus t2 minus t1. Okay. So this is the relation between alpha t2 and alpha t1. Okay. Suppose in exam if you ask uh, derive the temperature different temperature coefficient at different temperature. So you can derive these equations for alpha 0 and alpha t. You can also derive for alpha t1 and alpha t2, but basic equation that you must write. Okay, this relation that you should write, then and then you can derive these equations. Okay, first you have to get this alpha, that is your delta r upon r0 into t. Then and then you can go for alpha 0 and alpha t, alpha t1 and alpha t2. Suppose you will be asked derive the equations for temperature coefficient of resistance alpha t2 is equal to 1 upon alpha t1 plus t2 minus t1. Then you have to write the whole theory. Okay, from the starting, what is temperature coefficient of resistance? Okay, then you have to derive the relation between alpha 0 and alpha t, then go for this alpha t1 and alpha t2, 7 marks. Okay, but if you will be asked for the uh, derive the equations for different temperature coefficient for different temperature, then you can either derive alpha 0 and alpha t or alpha t1 and alpha t2. But you need to write these basic terms and basic definitions. Then and then you can derive those equations or those relationship. Okay. So up to this, any doubt? What is temperature coefficient of resistance?
No, sir.
Okay. So now we have questions. Yes. Yes.
There should be one condition which should be greater than T.
What?
The
I am not getting you. Hello?
second condition is there na derivation for T1 and T2.
Yes, alpha T1 and alpha T2. Yes.
That the one condition should come that T2 should be greater than T1.
Yes, yes. Yes, right. Okay, so from the temperature coefficient of resistance, we have now we are getting three temperature coefficients: positive temperature coefficient, negative temperature coefficient, and zero temperature coefficient of resistance. So what is positive temperature coefficient of resistance? Positive temperature coefficient of resistance means pure metals have positive temperature coefficient of resistance. That means its resistance increases with increase in temperature. Positive temperature coefficient means the resistance increases with increase in temperature. Negative temperature coefficient means
Non-metal.
non-metal. Okay. Example? Any example? Any example? In negative temperature coefficient, the examples are like semiconductors, insulators, some of the insulators and electrolytes. They have negative temperature coefficients. That means its resistance decreases with
With increase in
decrease in temperature. Okay. Suppose germanium can act as insulator at zero temperature, but at high temperature it can work as good conductor. Okay. For negative temperature coefficient, we have semiconductors, in some of the insulators and electrolytes. Their resistance decreases with increase in temperature. So they can work at 0 degrees Celsius insulator, but at high temperature they can work as good conductor also. And zero temperature coefficient of resistance means
constant with increase in temperature.
semiconductor.
no semiconductor have negative temperature coefficient.
Alloys.
Yes. Yes.
Their resistance remain constant with increase in temperature.
Yes, resistance remains constant with increase in temperature. Okay, or we can say resistance should be zero or constant. Okay, at with rise in temperature. So some of the material like manganese, constant, so these are the materials have zero temperature coefficients. Okay, so the resistance remains constant with rise in temperature. Okay, so they doesn't have any effect with rise in temperature. So manganese, constant, so these are the materials, they have zero temperature coefficient of resistance. Now we'll do some exercise, so we'll get the idea how we can calculate this temperature coefficient of resistance at different temperature.
Hello.
Yes.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yes. Tell me.
Sir, the formula which we derived RT equals to R naught into 1 plus alpha T, sir, it is only applicable when R naught is at 0 degrees Celsius.
Which equations? This
Sir, RT equals to
this one.
yes, sir, RT equals to R naught into 1 plus alpha naught T.
RT is equal to, okay, this one. Okay, I am just this RT is equal to R0 1 plus alpha 0 into T. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this
Sir, it is only
only
yes, sir.
applicable for.
Sir, it is only applicable when R naught is at 0 degrees Celsius.
Yes. Initially, means no. Just we are assuming the temperature 0 degree and T degree Celsius, but practically it will be there some value. But you have to take care when you are rising the temperature or you are cooling down the temperature. So accordingly, you can just substitute this temperature value. Just we are taking the
Sir, maybe up to 30 degree.
Yes, yes, you can take.
And afterwards, other formula is applicable for the same.
Yes, this is the reference from 0 to T, rise in temperature, and T to 0, cool down of temperature. So you can consider from 35 degree to 70 degree you are rising. Okay, so 35 degree, that is your initial resistance. That is your R0. Are you getting?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now
Yes.
we'll see an example. Okay. Just initially we have taken 0 and T. Okay. But you will be having practically value, temperature value. So you are rising or cooling down. So resistance of wire 10 meter long and cross sectional area 10 mm square at 0 degree Celsius passes a current of 10 ampere when connected to DC supply of 200 volts. Okay. First, we have to calculate resistivity of the material, that is your rho, and second, current which will flow through the wire when the temperature rises to 50 degrees Celsius. Okay, the alpha 0 is given 0.0003 per degree Celsius. So here we need to determine resistivity and current which will flow through the wire when the temperature rises to the R50. So for that we need to find the resistance, and after finding that resistance at 50 degrees Celsius, we can derive the current. Okay. So in given data, okay, here just we are directly going through the exercise. I will give some examples in terms of assignments. Okay. So you'll get some practice for these examples. So in the given data, L is equal to 10 meter. Area of cross sections, that is A equal to 10 mm square, converting into meter square. So 10 into 10 is to minus 6. Current is given 10 ampere. Okay, for the first condition, V is equal to 200 volt, alpha 0, that is temperature coefficient at 0, 0.0003. So we need to find this resistivity and I 50. Okay, at 50 degrees Celsius. At 0 degree Celsius, we are considering according to Ohm's law, V equal to IR. So I0 equal to V by R0. So 10 divided by 200 upon R0. So our initial resistance R0 is equal to 220 ohm. Okay, at 0 degree Celsius. And we know R is equal to rho L by A. So we can get the resistivity from this equations. R0 is equal to rho 0 L by A. So by substituting the values 20 into rho 0 into 10 divided by 10 into 10 is to minus 6. So rho 0 is equal to 20 into 10 is to minus 6 ohm into meter. Now resistance will increase with the increase in temperature. So we know the equations. RT is equal to R0 1 plus alpha 0 into T1. So R50 at 50 degrees Celsius. So we need to find first resistance at 50 degrees. So R50 is equal to initial resistance 20, 1 plus 0.003 into this T1 temperature, that is given 50. Or you can also write here T. Okay. So R50 is equal to 20.3 ohm, and we know according to Ohm's law, I is equal to V by R. So I50 is equal to V upon R50, 200 upon 20 by 20.3. So it is 9.85 ampere. So at 50 degree rise in temperature, we are getting the current 9.85 ampere. Initially, we have current 10 ampere. Now at I50, we have 9.85 ampere. Any query regarding to this example?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, we are going for the second example. If is found that the resistance of coil of wire increases from 50 ohm at 21.5 degrees Celsius to 62.5 ohm at 85.5 degrees Celsius. Okay. Now, here the resistance is given for different temperature. Okay, we are increasing the temperature from 21.5 to 85.5. and the resistance is 50 to 62.5. Estimate the resistance temperature coefficient of the conductor material at 0 degree Celsius. Okay, so here in given data, we have two resistors are given at different temperature and two temperatures are given. RT1 equal to 50 ohm, RT2 is equal to 62.5 ohm, T1 21.5, T2 85.5. Now what is alpha 0? So we know the relations, okay? So from the relations, we can write RT2 divided by RT1 is equal to 1 plus alpha 0 into T2 divided by 1 plus alpha 0 into T1. Okay, so by knowing the relations, just we have taken the ratio, okay, RT2 upon RT1. So by substituting the values, 62.5 divided by 50 is equal to 1 plus alpha 0, 85.5 divided by 1 plus alpha 0, 21.5. So by calculating this, we'll get alpha 0 is equal to 0.004264. Okay, so you can calculate if different temperatures are given, different resistance are given. So you can correlate those relations and you will get this alpha 0. Sometimes you need to find RT2. Sometimes you need to find out RT1. Sometimes you need to find R0 also. Okay. By knowing the relations, by knowing the terms, you can use those relationship and whatever the given data, so that you can take and just you will get the answer. Suppose I am sharing my PPT. So in PPT also we have, okay, so this is a conductor, insulator, semiconductor that you already seen the relations. So this is the linear relations of resistance at different temperature. You can see here.
Sir, PPT is
The
not
screen,
visible.
sir.
Okay.
The screen is not visible.
Okay, wait. Okay.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So this is the metals, alloys, insulators, semiconductors, and electrolytes according to the positive temperature coefficients, negative temperature coefficients, and zero coefficient. Okay, so metals and alloys that have, so metals that has the increase in resistance is large and regular for these metals. So metals have positive temperature coefficients of resistance, copper, aluminum. Okay, in alloys, the alloys have very low value of positive temperature coefficient of resistance. Okay, so that is that is not too much increase in resistance. Okay, so resistance of alloys increases with rising temperature, but the increase in resistance is irregular and very small compared to the metals. Okay, so they have a very low value of positive temperature coefficient. Example is nichrome. Insulators, semiconductors, and electrolytes, they have negative temperature coefficient of resistance. Okay, some of the insulators have zero temperature coefficient of resistance also. Okay, so in negative temperature, we know with rise in temperature, resistance decreases. Okay, and for zero temperature coefficient, resistance remains constant with rise in the temperature. Example is manganese, constant material. Okay. Okay, I will share this material with you. Okay. Now here we already solved this example. Okay, here a copper coil has a resistance of 12.2 ohm at 28 degrees Celsius and 14.4 ohm at 44 degrees Celsius. Find temperature coefficient of resistance at 0 degrees Celsius, resistance of coil at 0 degrees Celsius, temperature coefficient of resistance at 60 degrees Celsius, resistance of coil at 75 degree Celsius. Okay, so in the given data, R1 is given 12.2 ohm at T1 28 degrees Celsius, R2 is given 14.4 ohm at T2 44 degrees Celsius. Okay, this is T2. Okay, T1 and T2. If it is visible like T1, but it is T2. Okay, T1 and T2. So we know the relation. You can take R2 by R1, 1 plus alpha 0 into T. Just you need to take care in terms of RT and R0 equations. Okay, don't be confused. RT that comes into the picture when there is a rise in temperature, and R0 that comes into the picture when cool down the conductor. Okay. So R2 by R1, that is 1 plus alpha 0 into T2. Just we are talking about the rise in the temperature and change in the resistance. Okay, not we are here any cooling down the resistance. So just we are directly taking the equation R2 by R1 is equal to 1 plus alpha 0 into T2 divided by 1 plus alpha 0 into T1. So substituting this R1, R2, T1, T2, we are getting alpha 0. You can also calculate along with me if there will be some error or if answer is not right. Okay, sometimes there will be some there is some printing mistake in books also. Okay, so will not get exactly answer. So you can also calculate along with me. So if any error is there, then you can tell me at any time. So alpha 0, we are getting 0.016 degrees Celsius inverse by substituting this value. Okay, for getting the answer, just you need to do the practice. By reading, you will not get the answer in this subject because you will be having 60% theory and 40% examples in this subject. So for the 40% numericals, you need to do the practice. By reading, you will not get the answer. Okay. Now we have due to this pandemic, we are going for this online lecture. So just I am showing this calculations, but I will give some materials. I will give some assignments so you can do the practice at your home. Okay. And in theories, most of we have derivation type theories. For that, also you need to do the practice. Okay. In electrical, you can also consider this is also one type of physics. Okay, you are studying one type of physics. RT is equal to R0 1 plus alpha 0 into T1. Okay, so we can find out this initial resistance at 0 degrees Celsius. Okay, so by substituting 12.2 1 plus 0.016 into 28, we have R0 equal to 8.425 ohm. Okay. Third, we need to find temperature coefficient of resistance at 60 degrees Celsius. So alpha T is equal to alpha 0 1 plus alpha 0 into T. So alpha T, that is your 60 degree 0 Celsius, is equal to 0.0082 degrees Celsius. You can also write here alpha 60. Okay, or you can also write alpha T. Alpha 0, that is your initial temperature. So at initially your alpha 0 is 0.016. Okay, so alpha T 0.082 at 60 degree. Okay, you have degree Celsius inverse. And fourth one is resistance of coil at 75 degrees Celsius. So that is your RT, R75 is equal to R0 1 plus alpha 0 into T. So R0 is 8.425, 1 plus alpha 0, 0.016 into 75. So RT, that is your 18.54 ohm. Any doubt in this example? Anyone?
No, sir. No.
You can calculate, okay? If you are having calculator or notebook, then you can match this answer also. Okay, I have kept this example for showing these theories by correlating with this example. So you will get the exactly idea how this theory you can uh, easily understand by these examples. Okay, so at the end of each unit, at the end of each theory, I have kept example in PPT. So we'll get understanding of theories. Okay, so so these are the series and parallel connection that we'll see later. Okay. These are the circle is given in terms of power equations, voltage equations, resistor, resistance, and current. Okay, so you can write when you need in terms of calculating this power. Power is equal to V square by I, V into I square into R. Voltage V equal to IR, P by I, under root P into R. Resistance V by I, P by I square, V square by B. By correlating this, okay, you will get this term. And current V by R, P by V, under root P by R. Okay, so when you need this term power, voltage, resistance, current in the data, so whatever the data given, according to that, you can use these equations for finding this quantity. Okay. Unit of power, watt, volt, ohm, ampere. Okay, you will be given some kilowatt, megawatt, then kilovolt, okay, megawatt, millivolt, ohm, kilo ohm, milliohm, okay, ampere, milliampere, microampere. So according to that, you need to convert and you need to get the answer. Okay, so in this our Microsoft team, I already created this subject tab. So I will share this material in file. So you can go through the file and you will find this material. Okay, so I will upload this material in our this BEEE tab. So you have to go through the file only. Okay, so in file you will get the all the materials, assignments. Okay, later. But today I will upload this PPT. So in vacation, suppose you want to you want to read out or you want to calculate some examples, then you can do at your home. Okay. So if you haven't any query, then I stop my lecture here.
The recording of this session.
You can also see recording in this Microsoft team in our this subject tab. After disconnecting, there will that you can see this recording of this video, so you can download it.
Okay.
Okay. So you may leave the session.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes.